For our final project, we made Battleship using C++. So the whole game is packaged in the executable. So I'll compile it and then run it. So the first thing that pops up is the menu we created. So I can enter my username, and then I have a few different options in the menu. So I'll start to play. And the first thing I'm asked to do is to select my difficulty. So in this version, the player has the same limited number of turns to complete each board. And the player plays against a preset board, and their difficulty selects how large it will be. So I'll pick the easiest difficulty, and then a series of instructions pop up. So the player can see how the grid looks initially when all the ships are hidden, and how the ships will appear when they are targeted, and how the misses will show up on the grid. And then the player is shown the different types of boats and their size and display code on the grid, and given a line about how the ships are oriented. So when the starting grid is initialized, the player can see a confirmation that the different ships have been hidden in the grid, and they can see the amount of turns they have remaining, and also the amount of ships that they've hit so far. And now entries can be selected based on the grid. And you can see that different formats for the entries will all be accepted by the game and interpreted correctly. And as the player goes, they're running total of shots remaining, and hits are being stored, as well as the coordinates they've already selected. So if the player tries to enter the same coordinate, a message will pop up telling them that they've done so, and they won't be charged a shot for that, as well as if they enter entry off the grid or any other type of non-meaningful input. And this is also reflected in the instructions, where the player was just told to enter any key to continue to simplify that experience for them. So if I run through the rest of the shots, whether the player wins or loses at the end of the game, a message pops up telling what the outcome was, and they can see the running number of all their shots and the number of hits that they received. So in terms of marketability, our version, we added the limited number of shots per game, and also the different sized boards. So we've changed the strategic feel of the game slightly, and we've also, in doing so, created a level of competition within a game to see how quickly a player could beat a board, and also a level of competition between games to see how quickly players could beat boards, relative to one another. And also our method for storing and showing the player the running log of their inputs simplifies their experience. And then for some ways we could further expand and distribute the game, we could make it into an app, and then also add features for players to input their own data or pass boards between players, so players could compete on the same boards to see who could get the best score, and also pass a board back and forth each other so they could play like a traditional battleship. And one more feature, we could save high scores, who could beat a board the fastest, or alternatively see who could beat however many boards in a row, to keep track of high scores in that way. But for now, that's our project. So thank you for watching.